page 27. It's basically saying, do not get caught up in your circumstance and your environment. Don't do it. Because the second you do, you fall, you succumb, you think that what you see is really who you are, and it's not who you are. It's not who you are, it's what you think. It really, really is. And I'm going to talk about me for a second, right? Because I've been talking about everybody else and you guys and all of that. But sometimes we have to really just take it back home to ourselves, and that's what I'm going to do right now. About 7, 8 years ago, I made a decision to just change my life, right? I was tired of the mediocrity and the comfort zone that I was living in. I was tired of seeing things that I no longer wanted to see, period. In friends, family, environment, school, work, job. Are you mad? Me go to work for somebody who's talking down to me because you say that you are my boss? Are you crazy? I just could not deal with that. No. From the age of 10 years old, I dreaded a job because everybody I saw at the age of 10, when I was 10, all the adults and stuff, they hated their job. I thought job was like going to hell, because every morning people would wake up and, I have to go to work. They look forward to Fridays just to have the weekend off. 2 days out of 7 days off, and I'm supposed to look forward to getting up and growing up and getting a job? I don't think so. So this was deeply ingrained in me. So from the age of 21, my uncle, who was very influential in my life, lives in London, right? Uncle AJ, and I talk about him all the time. He asked me, what do I want out of life? How much money do I want? I told him what I want. Then he asked me, how much money do I want? And I said, $1 million. And he looked at me and he said, is that it? Oh, hello? What do you mean, is that it? Are you serious? He said, is that it? So by this one question, is that it? It just forced me to continuously think higher. Is that it? I'm on energy radio. Is that it? I graduated with my degree. Is that it? I'm on MTV. Is that it? I'm on BET. Is that it? I'm over in Europe. Is that it? I'm in Tokyo. Is that it? Do you get me? So don't get me wrong. With that is that it question, I love the moment. I cherish the moment. I am so grateful for every single moment that God, the universe, has blessed me with. But I will not stop. I will not ever stop. I will always continue to learn and always continue to give myself that knowledge. So anyway, back to what I was saying. About 8 years ago, I made a decision to change my life. So then I started to read. I read enough books. Napoleon Hill, Brian Tracy, Wallace D. Wattles. The list goes on and on. Robert Kiyosaki. It just, the list goes, Deepak Chopra. The list goes on and on and on. Oh my gosh, what's the other one? Eckhart Tolle. But anyway, I read and I gave myself knowledge. In the beginning, I could not see how my life is going to change. I would go through continuous ups and downs. One day I'm up, next day I'm down. 1 minute somebody likes me, next day they hate me. 1 minute I have money, next time I'm broke. I have a job today, I quit the next day. Everything was just up and down, up and down. And those up and down experiences I let determine who I was on the inside. Years and years I went through this, but I stayed, I studied all the time. It was even to the point where my mom thought I was going a bit crazy, because all I would do was read. I would turn my phone off. Actually, at the beginning of the day, maybe the week even, I would write a list down of whose phone call that I would answer, depending on what I have to get done for the day. If you're not on my list, I do not answer your phone call. However, I do allot a certain amount of time in the day, say from 5 to 5:30, to make just random phone calls. People that called me that were not on my list, I would just return the phone call. But I would, write down this time. Everything was strategic because I was on a mission. I was on a mission to change my life through my thoughts. I found out it was through my thoughts. In the beginning, I didn't know how. I thought it was money, I just thought money was the answer. Just give me about $1 billion and I'll make the money and I'll change my life. I'll buy what I want so therefore my life is good. But even with the money, if your mind's not right, your life will never be right. So then through my readings, through everything, my experiences, my conversations, I have learned to this day that your mind has to be right. You have to think highly. What you want, you must see it in your mind first. period, and then the world follows. It goes through a transition. You put it in your mind, you envision it, your want then goes to a belief. This belief then molds your environment around you. So your environment really doesn't mean anything. What it means is what you are thinking. So if you want change, think differently, and your environment will change. I guarantee this to you, because I am walking this journey now. I will tell you, last Wednesday, Dion Odessa, had a one-on-one face-to-face conversation with the actor Leon David Ruffin. Cool Runnings, Above the Rim, Madonna, Like a Prayer video. I mean, this is significant to me because I would never have thought in a million years that I would just be joking, laughing, you know, chilling with this man Leon. Like, I have pictures with him. Like, not only Leon, but Beres Hammond, who is a famous reggae legend. Janelle Monáe, Puff Daddy's bad boy artist. Tightrope girl. The list, Freddie McGregor, Yellow Man, like the list goes on. I mean, the guy from Inner Circle, bad boys, what you gonna do? I had the men there laughing, like we was all talking. What that shows me is that my mind has created an environment right now of better, of quality. It's getting me, putting me in the places that I need to be in order to accomplish my vision and my goal, which I will not share with you at the moment. I will give pieces to you as I go along. I gave a piece to you about wanting to meet Fantasia. That's all right, because when it comes to into fruition, you would see what I'm talking about. But I'm living it. But not only that, I have a website, www.dionodessa.com. And I kid you, I tell you, I kid you not. 2 days ago, I checked my website traffic, right? And it tells you your page views, which are just people that just clicked on the link, saw your page for about a second, and then moved away. But then it also tells you your visitors meaning people that spend time on your website, which is I think about maybe 5 minutes or more. Do you know this blows my mind, the leading locations for people that were looking at me watching my television show? TV's my heart, radio's second heart, but I love everything that I do, you know. Watching my television show, watching me on my YouTube channel, my celebrity interviews, checking out the content of Energy Radio, of the Style of Thinking, my motivational speaking, everything. They were just watching me. Now, Drizzledorf, wherever Drizzledorf is, I think it's Denmark, because the country was DE, was in the top 5. Moscow, Russia was in the top 5. Beverly Hills was in the top 5. New York was in the top 5. London, you done know, big up yourself. What else was it? Tokyo, Toronto, Philippines. I mean, it's people from different walks of life that's watching me. When I say this is a dream that I just would have never imagined in a million years, and this is only the tip of the iceberg, the very tip of the iceberg. But why am I telling this to you? It's because I'm living it, and if I can live it, you can live it too. It's beginning, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening, and I am going through. The universe is at a point where it's ready to work with me, as long as I am ready to work with it. And that work comes from my thoughts. I hope you've learned from today. I am leaving you now. I am Dion Odessa, the style influencer. I'm here to influence your style, your thoughts, and your actions.